When I first started my night shifts at a small rural hospital, I was told one thing: don't go into Ward C after midnight. They said it was empty, but I had to check for myself. The ward looked like it hadn't seen life in years. Paint peeling, beds rusted, the smell of disinfectant barely masking something foul underneath. Still, as I walked down the corridor, I felt eyes watching me, unseen, silent, patient. At first, it was just noises, footsteps echoing in rooms I had already checked, the faint squeak of a stretcher wheel moving on its own. And once, a whisper, soft and close: "Nurse, come here." I froze. My flashlight flickered as the temperature dropped. But when I turned around, the corridor was empty. The next night, the sounds grew louder. Call buttons blinked in empty rooms. Beds creaked. Curtains swayed even though the windows were sealed shut. When I checked the monitors, one of them showed a pulse: 72 beats per minute, in a room that had no patient. That was when I saw her. Through the reflection of the window pane, a nurse standing right behind me. Old uniform, blood on her collar. Her face was pale, eyes hollow like deep bruises. I turned around. She was gone, but the scent of old medicine lingered in the air. I tried to tell my supervisor, but she just smiled sadly and said, "You must have met Sister Ruth. She used to work this ward. Before the fire." My stomach turned cold. There was a fire. 20 years ago, she said. She refused to leave her patients. None of them survived. That night, I didn't want to work, but duty forced me back. The hallway lights flickered as soon as I entered. At exactly 3:03 a.m., the monitors all beeped together. And from the far end of the corridor, I saw her again, Sister Ruth, pushing a gurney with a covered body on it. She moved slowly, humming a lullaby that echoed through the ward. When she passed under the light, the sheet on the gurney shifted, as if someone was still alive beneath it. I wanted to run, but the doors wouldn't open, the windows wouldn't break. And when I turned, she was right beside me. Cold breath brushed my cheek as she whispered, "It's time for rounds, nurse." The next thing I remember, I woke up outside the hospital gates at dawn, my uniform soaked, my badge missing. When I went back the next day, the administration told me Ward C doesn't exist anymore. It was demolished years ago after the fire. But I know what I saw. I know what I heard. And every night at 3:03, when I close my eyes, I still hear that faint lullaby and the creak of a gurney rolling slowly through the dark. Because in some hospitals, the night shift never ends, and some nurses never leave.